On May 1st, 1998, sheet metal workers at Therma in San Jose, California, received a very special visitor. President Clinton came to see the leading design-build contractor in California's Silicon Valley. The secret to Therma's success lies in the cooperative relationship existing between labor and management. President Clinton put it well in his address to employees.
You're good at what you do. You're changing all the time. You're committed to getting better. You're operating in a global economy. You have a good management-labor partnership. You have apprenticeships for new workers. You have training for veteran workers to make sure they learn new skills and master new technologies. You're proving that Silicon Valley's economic revolution does not just include computer programmers. It can include all the workers of America if we're all well-trained, highly competitive, and the best in the world at what we do.
The creativity, pride, and craftsmanship the President saw at Therma is seen in sheet metal enterprises all across the North American continent. It's just a typical sheet metal worker story. What then does it take to be a success in the sheet metal industry today? Training, obviously. Through the International Training Institute for the Sheet Metal and Air Conditioning Industry, our former National Training Fund, and joint apprenticeship training councils across the nation, sheet metal workers receive some of the best training in the world. No other industry is as quick to develop, apply, and promote new technology and new techniques. No trade as prepared to train workers on how to use them. Comprehensive training through ITI produces knowledgeable professionals who are proud of what they do. These sheet metal workers understand that quality work, precision of application, and ability to keep customers happy is the key to the competitive strength of the unionized sheet metal industry. It's our competitive advantage. Construction has long been a mainstay of the sheet metal industry, and it's here that the artistry of sheet metal workers is often most visible in architectural ornamentation, dramatic roofing, skylights, and a host of specialized constructions. When the Basilica of St. Mary in Minneapolis, as well as several other churches in that city, needed to replace their domes, bell towers, and naves, they turned to union sheet metal workers to not only rebuild, but improve them. When the designers of the new Italian embassy in Washington, D.C. wanted a unique 72-foot skylight, they turned to a sheet metal contractor. The skylight is an engineering marvel. Designed with the aid of three-dimensional computer modeling, the finished project contains 270 custom-fitted pieces of glass, no two of which are alike. When builders needed to figure out how to cool the massive Arizona Diamondback baseball stadium in Arizona's 100-degree-plus weather, they turned to sheet metal workers, who designed a $20 million state-of-the-art system to supercool the stadium in 4 hours. For a 20,000-seat stadium in Nashville, sheet metal workers framed and skinned the structure, installing more than 120,000 square feet of paneling, much of it at a reverse angle and upside down. When the Mashantucket Pequot Indians set out to build their 800-room Foxwoods Casino outside Hartford, Connecticut, they called upon sheet metal contractors to put in 74,000 square feet of roofing in 8 areas at 4 different elevations, with major curved portions and at heights of up to 350 feet. At the U.S. Air Force's Climatic Test Chamber at Eglin Air Force Base outside Pensacola, union sheet metal contractors installed 234,000 square feet of new stainless steel interior walls and ceiling panels. At Washington, D.C.'s National Airport, as part of the new 1 million square foot terminal, sheet metal workers installed ornamental paneling and handled all the HVAC work and the testing and balancing of the new HVAC systems. At the Toronto International Airport, sheet metal contractors easily handled a $6 million re-roofing project utilizing the latest in roofing technology. Chrysler Corporation went union as it expanded its huge 20-plus building technology center north of Detroit, where sheet metal contractors built a huge dome-shaped skylight and installed extensive HVAC systems in a recently completed 15-story building. But it's not just the big multi-million-dollar projects that get sheet metal workers' attention. We built the dome, theater, and frame for the new OmniMax Theater at a museum in Cleveland, reconstructed the copper dome at the top of the historic Vancouver Art Gallery, installed a new copper steeple on a church in Iowa. We designed a new outside replacement HVAC and ductwork system for a factory in Muskegon, Michigan, and put a new rooftop HVAC system in place in a medical center in Little Rock. We replaced the copper roof on a university library in Illinois. Sheet metal workers are always up to the task. But the expertise and professionalism of sheet metal workers goes beyond commercial construction. One local union, Local 285 in Toronto, is made up entirely of contractors specializing in residential construction. Many other locals through the U.S. and Canada have thousands of members working with hundreds of signatory contractors in the residential field. In the industrial arena, sheet metal contractors continue to win new business and open up new markets. Sheet metal contractors are mapping new territory in the use of clean room construction and usage for the computer chip, biotech, medical, food processing, and aerospace industries. Sheet metal workers design and install ventilation, filtration and waste control systems, furniture, shelving, cabinets, and a wide range of fixtures for use in dust and contaminant-free environments. When Intel began to build its $1.3 billion computer chip manufacturing plant in Phoenix, they turned to sheet metal contractors for assistance. Fit and design was critical, as many of the fittings hooked directly to tools in the fabrication area. Orbital welders were frequently required, with much of the fabrication done in clean rooms to ensure that even the smallest particles of dust were eliminated. A similar project in Austin, Texas, involving Motorola, put sheet metal contractors to work hooking up equipment, designing and installing cooling, ventilation, and waste control systems, and carrying out a multitude of other projects necessary to get this $1.1 billion project up and running. Sheet metal contractors continue to lead the way in designing, fabricating, installing, and servicing air and material handling systems that move everything from sawdust, paper, and raw materials to toxic wastes, chemicals, and exhaust fumes. Recently, members of Local 12 in Pittsburgh worked with new Russian pollution control technology, tested successfully by the U.S. Department of Energy, opening up other markets for sheet metal skills. Whatever the industrial need, giant tanks 50 feet long and 13 feet tall for John Deere to use in painting its farm equipment, industrial refrigeration and food handling equipment for food processing companies in the Pacific Northwest, air quality systems for Kaiser Aluminum, roofing and HVAC systems for the Salem nuclear plant in New Jersey. Union sheet metal workers are on call, trained to do the job right. In Stockton, California, sheet metal workers produce 5,000 to 7,000 products each day, everything from furnace pipe, fittings, hoods, register boxes, crawl space vents, to garbage cans, wheelbarrows, and mailboxes. Based in Kansas City, A. Zahner Sheet Metal's expertise and craftsmanship has earned them projects across the country in architectural sheet metal design, fabrication, and installation. A sheet metal contractor in Wilkes-Barre specializes in the design, fabrication, and manufacture of walk-in coolers and freezers. Their products are found at Oriole Park at Camden Yards in Baltimore, Veterans Stadium in Philadelphia, and in hundreds of other locations across North America. Production workers in Winnipeg, Canada, manufacture airflow diffusers, fixtures, grills, and a multitude of other airflow products. Workers in Schofield, Wisconsin, manufacture and distribute more than 50,000 different products from more than 11 facilities, including fans and ventilators, kitchen systems, dampers, louvers, and sophisticated exhaust systems. In addition to doing HVAC work, siding, decking, and other projects, sheet metal workers in Kennewick, Washington build, install, service, and manufacture giant food handling systems for food processing plants in the area. Sheet metal contractors have built brewing vats for Budweiser and other brewers. They designed, built, and installed the ice machines, coolers, and HVAC systems for Coors Field in Denver, as well as a 6-fan ventilating system for the scoreboard. Sheet metal workers design, fabricate, and install advertising signs. In one recent project, a Philadelphia contractor was called upon to build and install thousands of signs for 500 bank branches in Pennsylvania, Delaware, and New Jersey on a tight schedule. A massive sign installation in New York City's Times Square, requiring the use of hoisting equipment, had to be scheduled at midnight to minimize the effect on the city's traffic. Thousands of sheet metal workers also work on the nation's railroads and shipyards. On the Long Island Railroad, workers work round the clock, doing all pipe and air brake work on railway engines and cars and HVAC system maintenance. As HVAC and processing systems have grown in complexity and size, testing and balancing has become a major occupation for sheet metal workers. Today's ITI-trained sheet metal environmental service technicians have to be familiar with a wide range of electronic and digital controls, computer programs, and today's complex, multifunction, energy-efficient systems. The International Training Institute has developed a national environmental service training program that combines classroom instruction with on-the-job training that teaches sheet metal workers to correctly evaluate and adjust systems for maximum airflow, efficiency, safety, and health. Across the continent, in every area and region, north, south, east, and west, industrial, residential, construction, production, testing, evaluation, sheet metal workers are doing the job. In cutting-edge firms and industrial powerhouses, with small businesses and emerging enterprises, signatory sheet metal contractors and skilled sheet metal workers are leading the way to new levels of productivity, new levels of performance, new levels of skill and craftsmanship. The typical sheet metal worker job? It's a job well done. The typical sheet metal worker story? It's a story of achievement, pride, and performance. It's a story we are proud to tell.
Choosing a career is never easy, but in today's competitive world, you've got to have an edge, something that sets you apart. An edge in education, in training, in technology. You know what you want. Just like everyone else, you want an opportunity for advancement, a great salary and benefits, a chance to excel. You want to be among the best in your field. You want success. For the Sheet Metal Workers International Association and sheet metal and air conditioning contractors across the country, the National Training Fund, NTF, is the competitive edge, providing the opportunity for rewarding lifelong careers in the unionized sheet metal and air conditioning industries. Even more than in the past, sheet metal work remains an attractive alternative for young people. It's a career that doesn't require years of waiting to earn a paycheck. In this sheet metal program, you earn as you learn, earning a wage while learning a lifelong skill.
There's a million people out there with degrees. There's not that many people that actually have hands-on training, and people that are trained in the trades are 100% more hireable than somebody that just comes out of college and learns only how to do bookwork.
Hundreds of JATC's, Joint Apprenticeship and Training Committee programs, are located throughout the United States and Canada, training thousands of men and women for a career in the sheet metal and air conditioning industry. These JATC courses are rigorous 4- or 5-year programs which utilize a standardized curriculum throughout North America. They combine on-the-job training with classroom teaching and progressive hands-on experience under supervised situations.
They give you all the training. You start out with 1 + 1, and you work your way up.
In the JATC program, you'll learn every aspect of the trade: residential work, heavy commercial work, industrial work, shop work, even supervisory skills. We'll keep you on top of the latest trends in technology, like orbital welding and a wide range of other new welding techniques and technologies. Computer-assisted design, CAD, and newer generations of computer-driven equipment and technologies. New fabrication techniques using stainless steel and other materials. As the role of sheet metal workers continues to grow, the apprenticeship program will continue to grow with it, expanding career choices as we move forward into new industry endeavors, into heating, ventilating, and air conditioning repair, maintenance, and servicing, into heat pumps and refrigeration, into testing and balancing, digital climate controls, environmental technologies, recycling and hazardous waste disposal, solar and alternative technologies, clean rooms, revival of architectural sheet metal work. The opportunities for the union-trained sheet metal worker are endless.
I guess you could say you might be a jack of all trades. You would know a little bit of each part of being a sheet metal worker, from detailing, with CAD, shop layout, field installation, and supervisory skills. Become a foreman or a superintendent or journeyman, whatever you want.
A career in the sheet metal industry is second to none. Union sheet metal workers continue to be among the best trained, most productive, and best paid within the building construction industry. Through our JATC training programs, we create more than workers. We create craftsmen. We offer you more than a job. We offer a career, a future, providing you with all the necessary tools to be a success.
This is an excellent program.
We're constantly learning new stuff.
Make great money.
I love it. Yeah, it's a good trade.
NTF, building careers with a future.
We're marching to the beat of the Union drum into the new millennium. And what a long, hard way we've come, 2000 and beyond.
An honest job for a decent wage was the dream of 1888. And it makes us stronger every day, 2000 and beyond. 2000 and beyond. Our union standing strong with dignity and pride in the work we do. And though the road ahead is long, we move today as one into the future, 2000 and beyond.
From hospitals and family homes to stadiums and copper domes, we're proud to say the job's well done, 2000 and beyond.
New techniques, technology are just a hint of what's to be as we look ahead. We can
shipyards too, equipment production for the work we do.
Two nations join to see it through 2000 and beyond.
2000 and beyond, a union standing strong with dignity and pride in the work we do. And though the road ahead is long, we move today as one into the future, 2000 and beyond. In the blue and yellow label is the pride of unity.
And in the eyes of all our children, we can see tomorrow's dream. We shall not be moved. We shall not be moved, just like a
Tree that's planted by the water. We shall not be moved. 2000 and beyond, our union standing strong with dignity and pride in the work we do.
And for more information on the sheet metal workers, just tune in to the end of the show, which is coming right up. And finally, my message to all workers: organize, yes you can.
And beyond, our union standing strong.